Hello, Meoni here, and welcome back to a quick news video just to tell you that the next live letter, part 88, is set for the 24th of July, which of course is just under 14 days from the time of this video going up. That's Thursday the 24th of July at 10 AM GMT, 11 AM BST, 2000 hours AEST, and that also works out at 3 AM PDT, unfortunately, for anyone in the Americas. Essentially, I will be here, though, making a video as usual, a nice big summary, using the translation, presumably from the Reddit translation team for the unofficial Final Fantasy XIV Discord. So that'll be there as well, and we'll be going through the live letter as we usually do. This live letter in particular will probably be a lot longer than part 87 that we previously had not long ago, mainly because it'll be footage based. So obviously the first part of a preview, they don't really look at anything, they just show you pictures and slides. This will be it's a part 2, so the preview for 7.3 will likely have quite a lot of in-game footage. Yoshi P will probably be walking around various pieces of content. They also say that this live letter contains miscellaneous updates, so things we have not seen before, maybe announcements. It'll be cool to see if there's any event announcements. I'm still living on the hope that one day we get a second Monster Hunter collab, but I guess that might be a pipe dream as it stands. In terms of the kind of thing you can expect them to look at in this, obviously we've got the new MSQ for 7.3. Usually they have a little sneak peek at trials and things like that. More often than not, though, it's like a little tiny teaser or a few more images than we've seen before. The thing that I am expecting to see a lot of, though, is Sandoria, which is obviously the second walk, the second part of our Alliance Raid series to do with the Echoes of Vana'diel, so the Final Fantasy XI crossover Alliance Raid, and we learnt previously from the 87th live letter that it's called the second walk Sandoria, so it'll be interesting to see how much they show of that. They did do a preview last time of Preach. They actually showed that boss off in at least in a good amount of time on there, which was quite surprising. So it wouldn't surprise me if they didn't spend some extra time in there. Of course, we have things like Cosmic Exploration getting a brand new moon or planet or star or whatever you want to call it, a new planetary body for us to go to in 7.3 series. It's likely that that's going to be not at 7.3 launch. That's going to be like somewhat after, maybe one of the 0.5 patches or something like that, as a guess. But at the same time, it would make sense for them to do a bit of a preview and a discussion on Cosmic again, and some footage of what to expect. There's very likely going to be lots of previews of new glamour, mounts, minions, that kind of thing. They usually do in part 2s, especially when they have access to the in-game client on a private server that they internally use. So Yoshi P usually shows off like mounts and minions, and there's usually pictures of glamour and things like that, so that's to be expected. But the thing I'm most looking forward to is any footage we get of the next deep dungeon. So as we know from the last live letter, the deep dungeon is going to be set in Ilmeg, so it's going to be lots of fairy related stuff. They said that instead of going up or down with this particular tower, it's side to side, which is very strange to me. And a lot of the footage that they, like pictures that they showed rather, showed open areas inside Ilmeg. So I'm curious as to what difference this has over other deep dungeons and how they're doing this kind of like lateral, horizontal movement through floors. Maybe I'm taking it too literally, but I definitely want to see some of that. I love deep dungeons and I can't wait to get stuck into that in 7.3. For me, that's my main focus for this next patch. I'm super excited for that. And of course, we'll probably have some more information on upcoming features, especially with the discussion about the Viera and Rothgar hat situation that they're talking about addressing in this patch and onwards in the future as well. So I'm excited for 7.3's proper preview on the 24th of July with live letter part 88. If you're not around, I will obviously have the usual video up, usually less than an hour after the actual live stream, and I'll do my very best to summarize it. Thankfully, I'm feeling a lot better. You can probably tell in my voice I have a lot more energy, and I am recovering quite well from my surgery. And yeah, I'm feeling a lot better, honestly. So if anybody was worried, don't be. I'm making a pretty good recovery, and I'll be back to full video production as soon as I physically can, and we'll go back to live streams as well. So thank you so much for your concern, all of the warm words, and it really was quite a comfort when I was in a hospital bed to read the messages. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. Anyway, much love. Enjoy the rest of your day. Let me know if you're excited for patch 7.3 and indeed this live letter on the 24th of July. And I can't wait to get stuck in. Much love. I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.